What's going on, beautiful people out there in YouTube land? It is your main man, the Bad Wolf. So in this particular video, we are going to be discussing how to fill out the W-8BEN. Now, we've been using this for years upon years with, well, 100% success because we are using their own stuff. We are learning to do commerce. This is what they've wanted since day one. So to all those agencies out there, be careful what you wish for because you guys have been saying you want us to operate commerce the proper way. Well, here we go. So, for those people who don't know what the W-8BEN is for, it is for not paying taxes. That's right. If you do not want to pay taxes at your job, you're going to want to fill out a W-8BEN form. Now, but Wolf, can it really be just that simple? Oh, yeah. I thought the Kool-Aid man was going to bust through the walls, just making sure he does that sometimes. All right. So before we get into that, as always, guys, make sure you guys are not being scammed by gurus out there who don't want to use their real name or show you their face or hide behind. You never get to see them in real world. Well, this is really me. This is really what I do. Okay. This is all real. I use this stuff on a daily basis. I've lived this way for 20 years at this point. Okay. Some things might be more recent because I'm still learning like a lot of you guys. So once again, feel free to share this information. I don't mind if somebody uses the information, in a positive manner. But if you guys do see somebody out there utilizing my video, my images, or whatever else without my consent in a negative way, use that button over there, wherever it is, to report them in that video for bullying, slander, defamation of character, etc. Because those people do not have my permission. All right. Which is also one of the reasons why I had to add in logos all over the place, things that are mine, okay, so that they can not use my images in such negative ways. Because a lot of people out there, they want you to flat back. I'm going to make a video against you to draw fame and whatever else to you. Well, we shouldn't need to do that. Stay in your lane, make your own videos, do your own thing. Otherwise, you look like a clown. All right. To all those people out there who want to do all that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. And you know what? At the end of the day, I really should kind of thank some of them because my numbers have been going up exponentially because they're showing me to their whole database of people on YouTube and they get curious. And then they come to my site and learn something or some things new and it makes their life easier. So then they see I'm not quite the villain you guys are trying to make me out to be. Nope. Just a private sector citizen, national. All right. So if this is your first video, I have to get you up to speed really quick. First, I would say use my videos on YouTube as open seminars, okay? That way you can learn all the bits and pieces at your own pace. I will have specific seminars open to the general public for those people who are citizens and followers of the Wolf to learn some inside information on how to deal with some, things like court and roadside with police officers and whatever else. As always, all this information is education entertainment. Please make sure you guys are not getting scammed by people pretending to be me, even if it's in one of my groups or whatever else. Be sure it's me by going to blacksite32.com. That's the only place where I'll ever ask you guys for any money. Unless you're a millionaire, feel free to send me $1 million or more. That's great. Otherwise, all my normal social media is on there on the social media page. So check out the videos there, the free files, the paid files, all the resources, the discounts, and all the other things that can possibly help you on a daily basis. So if you haven't been there, go there. And from time to time, I do add new files in the free file section. All right. So without further ado, let's get going. So the W-8BEN, the short version, is that it is for anybody who's born in the United States of America. When you were born, let's say you were born in Florida, you are a Floridian. Per the GPO styles manual the government puts out, which is the highest law in the land other than God's law, which is the highest. In the GPO styles manual, section 5.23, it refers to the natives of the several states. When they say things like the several states, what they're talking about is the geographical United States of America, which is private and owes nobody any taxes or anything. We were born in that. We were born in the republic of each of our states. You're born in New York, the term New Yorker or Jerseyan, those mean that you are actually a Native American. You are private. You don't owe anybody anything. That's why the Constitution and the Declaration and the Bill of Rights are all in place. And there's a lot of things going on in the federal district courts and the Supreme Courts, which is where the actual laws come from. Everything else made is on the state level or something more private. Those are not superior law. They're not. They are all subservient of the federal government, and the federal government is subservient to the people. We represent nature, natural law, natives. Okay, so you, in fact, are a Native American. All right. But when you use your all capitalized name and you reference that to being a U.S. citizen, or you took a vow or showed them proof with your name in all capitalized letters from a piece of mail, you claimed a residency. When you claim to be a resident of them, you legally inform them that you are a resident of the District of Columbia, which holds the United States Corporation, not the geographical or the continental United States, but the gold fringed flag United States Corporation. The flag without the fringes, that represents the Republic. Gold fringe, corporation. No fringe, America. You were born in America as a New Yorker, an Illinoisan, a Wisconsinite, an Arizonan. But when you proved residency to the state of New York, which is a for-profit corporation operating under the federal government as a corporation, underneath the United States corporation. One side's private and de jure, American. The other one's public, de facto, corporations. In your state, and let's take Florida, there's Florida State, that's the Republic, the private, the real geographical land, the de jure. And then there's State of Florida. So when you told them, which is a for-profit corporation operating in the same geographical area that Florida State owns, they're just doing business in the whole same area, but they don't own all of the area. They're running a corporation. Okay. On top, it's like if you own the bed and then I come along and put a blanket on it and I say, well, I own the blanket, so I own the bed. That's not accurate. Land doesn't actually come with a zip code. Zip codes are on the blanket level over the same geographical physical area, but those are different jurisdictions. That's why there's a difference between the state level, the federal level, county level, the different courts. These are all different jurisdictions. So when you're filling out the W-8BEN, you're telling them that, hey, I now know that I can operate my name and my social as a private person back in America. The only people who can't really do this are your police officers, your judges, and certain other people who belong to the state, because they had to swear in that they are a U.S. citizen. And I know what some people are going to say, well, I'm a U.S. citizen. Your all capitalized name is a U.S. citizen. You are a state citizen. You were born a state citizen, and that also makes you a national. State citizen means like New Yorker. National means all the New Yorkers, the Floridians, the Wisconsinites, the Californians all together. Those are the nationals. So those terms can be used synonymously, but primarily state citizen means you belong to just your particular state. If you're saying that you also want to belong to everything, then you're a national. You can be both or one or the other. It's your choice. All right. Underneath what's known as the citizens of the United States, that title holds the U.S. citizen underneath it, the state citizen, the national, the federal citizen, etc. Okay. So you can go by any of those that you want to because the law, especially Code 8 U.S.C. 110122B, states that all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, but not all U.S. nationals are U.S. citizens, meaning you have the choice to pick which one of those you want to be when you're doing whatever you want to do. That being the case, for employment purposes, you have the right to work in their corporation, but you also have the right to not be taxed. So let's take a look at what it says about the W-8BEN. Show my motto. Shebang. All right. W-8 forms or W-8BEN forms are Internal Revenue Service. Now remember, the IRS is actually a debt collector who works with and underneath the Treasury. They have their headquarters in Puerto Rico, so by legal definition, they are not a U.S. corporation or a United States of America corporation, or not. They're not American, so legally they're then foreign. But this is how. But all these corporations who are registered through the state, and the state's registered through the District of Columbia, which is not ours, also then makes them all foreign. So from their perspective, if you call yourself foreign, you're saying you're not a U.S. citizen, but you have the right to be here to do business, which is facts because you are an American. So they consider private Americans to be foreign because you're saying, I'm not one of your slaves. I'm not your product. I don't belong to you. I have freedoms and rights and liberties. And unless I decide to be looked at as a resident or looked at as a U.S. 14th Amendment citizen, I'm not taxable. Now, as always, this is educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. So let us continue. All right, so foreign individuals and foreign businesses must file to verify their country of residency for tax purposes, certifying that they qualify for a lower rate of tax withholding. This just means, see, they're always going to try to rope you in and keep you and throw you off. Okay. What they're saying here is that you have the ability to lower, reduce, or go to zero because the 1040 is actually a gift in tribute to the crown. Although the W-8 forms are issued by the IRS, they are submitted only to payers or withholding agents, not to the IRS. So if you read the W-8BEN, it's going to tell you that they don't want your W-8BEN. This has to go to your HR's department because your company, the HR department, is the withholding agent for the government, or the IRS rather. The IRS says we trust the withholding agent, and then they must trust what you submit. So your employer cannot, unless you are a public official, cannot tell you that you cannot use a W-8BEN or a W-4V, or you can actually make your own declaration privately, get it notarized, and use it with your HR department. There's no law that says we have to use their forms to declare who and what we are, though it is easier to use their forms. All right. All right. It's going to take, I don't know, it usually takes a little while for this to pop up. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment and, oh, fine. Now it pops up. All right. So essentially, this is what you're doing. You have been given by your birthright the ability to call yourself a New Yorker, a Wisconsinite, a Montanan, whatever you are, a Hoosier, who's your daddy? um, by your birthright. You were born in the private. You had to actually be born in the private as an American under the Constitution. Remember this old document that they say has no power, no nothing? Oh, it has all the power. It's the power of the people. We the people. And as always, guys, feel free to share this with any of your other people, your HR departments and whatever else. And if your HR department does try to get jazzy, have them read the IW8BEN, which is the instruction form for it, which is also something you can do. Their job then, if they're trying to be jazzy, is to contact the IRS. They can't just tell you no. If they're going to tell you no, you tell them by law that needs to be in writing so I can hold you to it. We're not doing this verbal stuff. Put it in writing. If you don't put it in writing, then that's a lawsuit. Because by law, they have to put it in writing as to why they're denying you of your claim. You have the right to declare yourself who and what you want to be. You have to put it in writing, put a signature on it as to exactly what law says that you can't do that. But they are to go to the IRS to say, hey, can this person do this? Did they fill it out right? That's their job. Okay. So now let's get back to the share screen. All right. So this is a certificate of foreign status of beneficial owner for United States tax withholding and reporting individuals. Let's go down. It also says right here, do not send this to the IRS. They do not want your forms. Give this form to the withholding agent or the payer. Guys, this should be one of my top videos. Share this video, make it go viral. This is the secret form. I had one lady pay some company like $2,500 for this form for them to fill this out for them, and it's free. That's crazy. Everything that I'm showing you guys, even the stuff I'm selling you guys, can be found out there somewhere for free. All of it. Sorry, gurus, but this is the truth. But if you don't know how to put all the things together, then that's why I say get it from somebody. But in this case, you don't need this. Okay, you don't need to pay anybody for this information. It's right here. But shameless plug for donations, you can definitely feel free to send me a donation at blacksite32.com on the donation page. Any amount you want, as many times as you want, monthly, or you can join the Wolf Pack on YouTube by going to my main channel, clicking join, and then selecting what level you want to contribute monthly to the Badwolf. And you know what? I go down as low as $1.99, which means I only literally make like 99 cents on that. Okay. So for $12 a month, you can support the wolf who's living in a third world country. No, I'm just kidding. But I would appreciate your donations. And I will say, keeping it honest, there ain't been a whole lot of donations lately. But the people who do support me monthly and send in the random donations, like my good friend Ramen out there, who's always on it every month. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And everybody else who's joined the Wolf Pack and does the monthly subscription, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get going. So do not use this form if you are not an individual. They typically like to use the word individual to mean a person or association. Okay, but let's go on. Don't use this if you are a U.S. citizen or a U.S. person, including a resident alien. Why? Because if you are these things, you should be using the W-9. Because the term U.S. citizen means you are a taxpayer. You are a resident. A U.S. citizen or a U.S. person. Notice how it doesn't say national in here? It doesn't say state citizen. But that's what they mean because they're hiding it. They hide it in the word foreign status right here. Because if you're not one of them, then everything else is foreign. Can I get a amen? Can I get a hallelujah? All right. Do not use it if you are the beneficial owner claiming that income is effectively connected, blah, 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 blah. You would use a W-8C1. Okay. You are the beneficial owner who's receiving compensation for personal services performed in the United States. And you would use an 8233 or the W-4 and mark exempt on the W-4. So basically, this is what they're saying. If you are going to operate yourself as the beneficial owner, which is who we really are, beneficial owner essentially just means state citizen or national. and you're saying that you are receiving personal services performed in compensation in the United States, meaning in the corporation, then to be tax exempt, you need to use the 8233 or the W-4, then you mark exempt on it. Do not use this form if you are a person acting as an intermediary. Okay? I personally don't know why. And it's funny. Hold on. Let's pause. Let's pause. Pause. Stop sharing. Blow the screen up. Blow the screen up. Make it bigger. That's what she said. What cracks me up is how they've got these AIs. There are other gurus out there and just straight out haters who will watch my videos and giving away some information like this that is 100% accurate. You can read the form yourself. I don't hide any of this stuff. And they'll still put a thumbs down on my videos. It's so crazy. But it is what it is. So that's why for all of you guys out there who hit thumbs up on my videos, thank you for that, because it keeps the algorithm right. It keeps though lightly promoting my information. I don't pay for any paid services. All my stuff is done organically. This my channel success is based on you guys. Literally each one of you guys watching this right now. So thank you for that. All right, let's get back to it. It's all the jibber jabber. Come on with the come on. All right. So name of individual who is the beneficial owner. All right. So in this case, all right, all lowercase lettering because I'm in the real world. Now, the computer just typed in red. That's not what I did, but I would say there shouldn't be any problem with that because once again, remember, red represents the blood of the living man. Everything that they do, they want you to be in black. But if you notice, it doesn't say anywhere on here, which after this video, I'm pretty sure the IRS or the Treasury will watch. It does not say that this must be filled out in black. Okay. So the Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service. So the IRS is like a sub-agency that works underneath the Treasury. They work together, tied at the hip. But all of them are foreign. If it's a corporation, it's foreign. Period. Okay. So yeah, if you want to do your name like that, go ahead. Or if you want to do it with quantum syntax grammar, James, James, let's say Charles, dash of the Lovett Nation. Okay. You can do it that way. But you know, that's up to you really, because you're gonna how you autograph it at the end is really the most important. So, but in short, just go James Cash. All right. Country of citizenship. America. America. All right. Permanent address. Okay. Oh, yeah, looks like it's changed the. Okay, well, whatever. Now it's in blue. Blue is still good. It means you're sailing in their waters, but you're not sailing underneath their flag. So red or blue primarily. Purple's good, which I guess is kind of looks like purple as well too. Whatever. Purple represents royalty. All right. So permanent address. So basically they're saying where can you always be found? Okay. Here they're saying include postal code where appropriate. Trap. We don't want to use it because we're not in their fake zone. Okay. So I'm gonna go Madison, comma, Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Okay. If you want to put those in brackets, you can. country, USA. Mailing address, if different. Okay, if it's the same thing, you put SA, that stands for the same. Same as USA. Okay. So here they want your U.S. tax identification number. So your social security or your ITIN. Okay. I personally like to put it in, and of course, this is not my real one number. So yeah, without the dashes, but you can put the dashes in there. Dashes typically mean that you are in their jurisdiction. So nope. Remember, some of these little superfluity things like this, the people that are across your table are not going to know. So if you're going to ask them, well, what about, they're not going to know. These things are pertained in the legal manuals, okay, legal styles. And anywhere where you can do the opposite of what their system depicts, it is then private or foreign. So if you have a foreign tax number, you put it here. Okay, check if FTIN not legally required, meaning you're from another country, but you don't have to have a identification number, or you don't have one. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Reference numbers, that's optional for certain things you're connecting this with. Date of birth. Okay. So then you're going to drop down. It's going to say, I certify that the beneficial owner is a resident of United States of America within the meaning of the income tax treaty between the United States and that country. The United States, which is by the court case, Supreme Court case I read, the United States is in fact foreign in relationship to the United States of America. Okay. 10, special rates and conditions, if applicable, meaning you do not have to fill out this part, but see the instructions to be sure for you. The beneficial owner is claiming the provisions of article and paragraph, blah, 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 of the treaty identified on line 9 above, and to claim a rate, percentage rate of withholding on specific income type or specific type of income. Okay, so here, America and Constitution. How much do I want on my check? 0. Specific type of income. Okay. I'm going to put non-taxable. I'm going to put tax avoidance, which is the legal term for not paying taxes. I'm going to put private sector citizen. I'm going to put national of the United States. I'm going to put with that dash GPO styles manual 5.23. I'm going to put 8 U.S.C. 1101 22B. Okay. Or you can also put in labor. Okay, because labor is not taxable. Okay, this is your so you're getting paid privately. In other words, you're not operating as a public person. Explain the additional conditions in the article and paragraph of the beneficial owner meets eligible withholding rate. Okay, so all I'm going to do is copy. You don't have to have all this, but for me, okay. All right, so it won't let me copy and paste, but essentially you can take some of the same things up here. So I would just put per the Constitution for the United States of America, private natives are tax exempt. Dash, I'm going to put without the U.S. There you have it. Okay. Then it's to say, I'm the individual, the beneficial owner authorized to sign for the individual that is the beneficial owner. The the person named on line 1 of this form is not a U.S. person. This form relates to income not effectively connected with the conduct or trade or business in the United States. This is where they get you. If you're saying you're doing a trade or a business in their corporation and you're calling it income, remember how I told you guys before, the word in is a mother fudger. The word in means that you're in something. You're internal. You've been brought in. Are you in the corporation? No, not you as a living person. And that which is coming to you, secret word of the day. Are you in it? No, I'm not. I'm being compensated by my labor and wages, which are not taxable. Income, that's their word to mean you are for profit. You are a business doing business in the United States corporation. We are not. We are not in the District of Columbia. When you use the zip code that we talked about up here, you're stating that that's what you're in, and I am not. The partner share or partnership, nope. Partners amount, nope. Person named on line 1 of this form is a resident of the treaty country listed on 9. This is true. That's why you don't see the word America in here. They're saying, are you doing business with the corporation as a business? No, I'm not. I have the right to decide that. Okay. You're going to check this. You're going to print this off. You're going to autograph your name here. And if you want, you can put UCC 1-308 behind it or on the next line down below. Date. You're going to print your name. Okay. So you're going to type out your name here. You're going to scribble your name here, autograph, date it. That is it. This is your W-8BEN. That's it. Okay. You want me to blow it up a little bit more? And hopefully this is not actually somebody's social. I just made this up, but hopefully it's not. If it is, sorry in advance. I doubt it, but who knows? Um, This is it. That is it, guys. You are welcome. Yeah, I thought that was it, huh? Actually, that is pretty much it. So, guys, if you guys don't want the taxes taken out, that's how you do it. That's it. That's how you fill out the W-8BEN. Submit it to your HR department, and you go from there. All right. And the rest of it is up to them. And they're not going to be able to prove this wrong. We've done tens of thousands of these, guys. I'm just surprised I never really made a full video on it. See, sometimes my brain is just moving so fast that I'm just like, okay, I talked about it, so you guys should just know how to do it. But sometimes I keep forgetting, gotta put it to the videos, man. All right, so that's it, guys. If you're not doing this, if you're not sharing this video, you're not helping to make this channel blow up. All right, because we are right around the corner from 100,000. Let's go. Let's get there. All right. When I get to 100,000, like I said, I don't even know. I'm gonna keep making videos religiously. All right. I'm gonna talk about health. I'm gonna talk about life. I'm talking about court stuff. So that's like I said, we got a lot of videos coming up. Till then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Seems probably wearing black, so let's get something out here. And hey, if this is what you want to do, by all means do it. If you do not want to do it, you have don't as everything I always say, you do not have to do anything you see on my videos. These are just things that I've personally have done. I know that they work. I've done these things for thousands of people over the years in the private, now in the public. All right. So if you want, talk to your CPA, talk to your legal person, talk to your paralegal, whoever, have them research, call the IRS. All right. So we are on what is this? The year of the dragon. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So that's about it, guys. Thank you for all those people who do help and watch and support religiously. Thank you, guys. I do see the emails. Remember, if you guys want to ask a question, that's fine. But if you anything more than that, or if it's going to be long or complicated, you got to pay for the questions or do a consult. For those people who don't know, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be going on vacation. So this video is being done in April. It is my birthday month. Okay. So I usually take off the whole month. So I worked a little bit longer into this month. I need to relax. All right. I need to spend some more time with friends and family and loved ones and myself and read and finish some more projects around the house. So enjoy the next month. But remember, if you guys do a consultation, I have it on my website as well on Blackside 32. Your booking is going to be out 3 or 4 weeks at this point in time, just so you know. Okay. So that's it. Take care of yourselves. And if you guys want to be tax exempt at your workplace, this is how you do it. Once again, as people who are considered public officers, public trustees, you cannot do these things because you have to be a U.S. citizen to be in that public position. Sorry. Once again, but I had officers ask me if they can do like right to travel with their private vehicles. Yes. As an officer or whoever, whatever else, if you have a secondary job, you can do this at that job, just not at your public ones. Okay. And for the love of God, for the officers who still contact me and ask, no, I don't have problems with police officers. I'm not against the law. I'm against ignorant officers or those people who cover up things for other officers or do people wrong or dirty or illegal, immoral, unlawful, violations of the law, personal, and whatever else. I'm against those individuals wherever you are, period. But if you're a good officer, like I have in my family and friends and new friends I've made through here, then we're all good. But what's not going to happen is anybody taking away my rights, liberties, and freedoms. That's a fact. So take care of yourselves out there. Stay wise, woke, aware, whatever it is you guys are going by these days. I don't even know. I'm so out of the loop with what's cool now. That's it. Talk to you guys later. Enjoy yourselves. And now that you're going to be saving 30% on your check, how about sending the Badwolf a donation? I'm glad you asked. Blacksite32.com. Okay, so yeah, the last little bit before I shut up, it's funny. Like I get people who are like, yeah, thanks, Wolf. You just helped me save thousands of dollars in court fines and case fees and on my property and with my W-8BEN. I am not seeing those donations coming back. So that's why it's funny because when people were emailing me out there and they were like, hey, Wolf, show me how to do the bonds, to which I don't know. We have not cracked that code exactly yet. Okay. So if somebody has, let me know. Remember, you got anybody in any industry, if you guys want to send me some inside tips, tricks, and techniques, you are more than welcome to do that as long as they're not considered above top secret or whatever else. I don't want any of that stuff. No, I really don't. Well, I kind of do, but can't have it. So don't send that. Anything else that's cool that can make life easier for the next person, send it to me. Let's go. Make sure it's vetted, make sure it's good, make sure I can prove it. If it can't, then give it to me underneath that, guys. That hey, I can't prove it, can't tell you, then here it is. All right. But it's funny, because everybody was like, oh, I just pulled my bond and I got my QSIP and I found out how much it's worth. And I swear I'll give you enough if you see. This is why I didn't even further any of that stuff. So once again, do not ask me about the bonds because I will not answer. I made the videos on the best information we have to this point. Do your own research. But like if people aren't even sending me like a couple $100 or $1,000 that they've already saved or half or even a quarter because of me and my information and all of this, do you really think that I was like, yeah, you're going to send me like $500,000 or whatever, $1 billion? Come on. So I'm just saying, you can't, yeah, just stop all that shenanigans. But if somebody is so moved that you guys want to help send, I'll appreciate it. Hit the donation bin. If not, I totally get it. I understand it because you're trying to get ahead. And for the love of God, keeping it real, YouTube has reduced how much they pay us. So now that I am what, 64,000, the normal income that I do get from that has gone down. In all honesty, I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. Or the say on the street, keeping it G. Um, Not terrible, but I'd probably say about 25%. So for every dollar, it's 25% less or 25 cents out of there. But I'm not struggling. Okay, I'm okay. See the lights are on, but yeah, just feel free to donate. But more than that, guys, if you need resources, go to blacksite32.com. There's resources there that you guys can find to help pay your rent, to help with food, to help whatever. I've made videos on how to look for those programs in your area on the county level, state level, federal level, private level. If you need help, go and get that help. All right. Or do a private consultation or go back and watch my videos. So use all my videos as a method of teaching yourself this. And remember, and then I'll go. YouTube does not notify everybody when I make these videos, so share them. Always, if you have not seen any new videos, go right to my YouTube page directly. See what's new. Go back through all the videos, scroll all the way down to the bottom and click more videos. There are 1,100 videos, all pretty, for the most part, short. I do not take down any of my lives. They are always up. So go to YouTube, James C Lovett, @ the Badwolf, whichever way you want to go, and click on the lives and then go down through the lives and watch them. There's a lot of answers in there. A lot of people ask questions. I may do a live soon. Always look for those either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. And with that being said, sincerely, I know we always have a little bit of fun here. I want you guys to have a better life, stay healthy, be aware of what you guys eat and what you drink and what you put on your body to wash, what you put under your underarms, what you're listening to, and what you're seeing, because all those things are mediums that they can use to affect you in certain ways. Okay. So that's it, guys. Get out here, go enjoy your summer. I appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bad Wolf.